Hey there, tech fans. Today I've got the brand new Rode Wireless Micro Audio Kit. This is the very latest product from the company that carries on a long tradition of developing high-end audio gear that includes their wireless microphone setups, their wired microphones, and all the other products that they produce, but it's smaller. And it's really designed for the creator that's out in the field using their smartphone or their tablet to produce really nice content for posting on TikTok or YouTube or even Instagram. And it's really designed to be incredibly simple and plugs directly into your device. You don't have to worry about bringing cables along and charging a transmitter and a receiver. Everything is in the case that I've got right here in front of me, which is pretty incredible. Now, as part of this review, I'm going to start off with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the unit and explain the connections and indicators and how the charging case works, and then I'll do a demonstration to show you how the audio quality sounds on a phone or a tablet, and then I'll come back and point out a few things about this product that I think really make it special. But before I dive into the unboxing, let me talk a little bit more about this kit, because this is tiny. I mean, it's pocket-sized, and it's great for heading out in the field if you're looking for a small kit that'll actually allow you to record exceptionally good audio on a phone or on a tablet or other device that you can plug in to a USB-C or an Apple connection. Now, these are available in two different models. I have the USB-C version here because I use a lot of Android products, but if you're an Apple fan, there's also a version that plugs directly into the Lightning connection on the Apple products. But inside here, you'll find two transmitters, which are tiny. Look how small that transmitter is. I can't get past it. How did they pack all that technology into something that's about the size of, I don't know, a little cracker? I mean, it's tiny. And it's magnetically attached to the case, so when you put it back in there, it snaps right back in place. So you've got two transmitters and a receiver, and I'll show you a closer look at this in a second, but the receiver plugs into your smartphone or your tablet. You turn on the microphones and they automatically pair. Each of the microphones will provide up to 7 hours of recording time on a fully charged battery. And the best part is, this is not just a case, but it's a charging case. So when you close this and drop the microphones back in, they'll recharge in the case up to 3 times each, as long as the case is fully charged. So you've got really a portable audio setup that you can take with you in the field. And again, you can fit this into your pocket. So it's really great for those creators that are looking to cut down on the amount of equipment they drag out in the field. And let's be honest, smartphones have gotten so good with their cameras that a lot of creators, including myself, are out there in the field using our smartphones and recording audio directly to that. And a lot of other audio kits on the market require a receiver, which is complicated to connect. It's got to clip onto something. With this one, you pop the receiver in the bottom of your phone or your tablet, connect the microphone to your shirt, and just start recording. It's amazing. It'll give you also, I didn't mention this, it'll give you up to 100 meters of transmission distance between the transmitter and the receiver. Now, I don't know when you're ever going to be that far away from your phone, but knowing you've got that strong a signal means you won't have to worry about choppy audio when you're out there in the field recording. It also has noise canceling capabilities. It's got a custom audio chamber inside that really enhances your audio, and it's got AI built in to do auto leveling of the audio. So if you're out in the field and there's high spots and low spots, you're not going to have to worry about spiking your audio, because the unit's going to take over and minimize that for you. It's going to take all that danger out of the recording, so to speak. All right, so let's get into the unboxing. So when you pop open the box, you'll find the charging case. And again, I showed you this briefly, but they both fit in there really nice. They're magnetically attached. You close the case, USB-C connection on the back you can use for charging it. In addition to that, there are 2 dead cats included that pop onto the transmitter. So in the microphones each, you can pop one of these on. If you're out in an incredibly windy day, make sure you take those dead cats with you or the muffs with you so that you can knock down on that wind noise. Also included is an incredibly short USB-C to USB-C cable. Now you can use this to charge from any standard wall charger. Just plug it into the wall charger, and you're off and ready to go. But you can use any USB-C charger. You can use any USB-A to USB-C. As long as you're plugging this into a wall charger, you're going to be just fine. Also included is a safety guide and a quick start guide. And again, this is a very thin manual because it's an incredibly simple product to use. So essentially, you'll open up the case, you'll plug the receiver into your phone or your tablet, you'll start the microphone, clip it on your shirt, they automatically pair, and you can start recording. And the nice part about it is you've got 2 microphones in here, so if you're doing any kind of in-the-field interview, clip one on you, clip one on your guest, you can both record on that same channel, and it's going to be funneled right into the audio behind the video you're recording. So I think it's a great setup. I'm going to give you a closer look next. I'll do a little demonstration to show you the audio quality. You know it's going to be incredible because it's a Rode product, and Rode builds some of the best audio equipment on the market today. But let me do that test, and then I'll come back at the end and point out a few things that I really like about this kit, because wireless microphone setups have been around for a while, and Rode was really out in front of it with developing some of the smallest transmitters and receivers on the market. They made them smaller, and they made them smaller still with this particular product, but they didn't skimp on quality, and that's the key. Because when I first got this, I went out in the field with it an awful lot and tested it, and I thought to myself, is this going to be a Bluetooth connection? No, it's the proprietary Rode connection that uses Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, so you're going to get a rock-solid signal. Well, gee, if it only records 100 feet away, that's probably okay, but I'd like longer distance. No, it's 100 meters, so you're getting long distance, you're getting rock-solid connections, you're getting incredibly good audio. What more could you ask for? Anyway, hang on, we're going to do the unboxing next, then I'll come back and do the demo and talk a little bit more about what I like about this product. Inside the kit, you'll find the charging case, which holds both of the transmitters and the receiver, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. You'll also find two windscreens that attach to the transmitters and help to knock down any wind noise when you're out recording on a windy day. You'll also find a really short charging cable, and if there's one thing I'd pick on, it's the length of this cable, because this really limits the distance between your wall charger and the charging case. I know it's a minor thing to pick on, but I had to mention it. And to be honest, all of us have USB-C charging cables, so you can pretty much use any cable you have that has a USB-C connection on one end and either a USB-C or USB-A connection on the other end that matches up with your charger. Just plug the one end into your charger and the other end into the charging case to charge it. And I guess if you're close enough to the charger, this will work just fine. I do like that they've got the Rode logo on there. All right, so let's take a look at the charging case next. It's made from high-impact plastic, which makes it lightweight and incredibly durable. It's got really nice rounded edges, very professional look with the Rode logo on the top. You can easily slip this into a pocket. On the back, you've got a USB-C connection here for charging, and you can plug this into the wall charger and charge both the microphones and the case at the same time. On the front, you'll find an LED right there that indicates the charging. And when I open up the case, it's magnetically closed, but it's got a really nice hinging system on it. It just feels totally professional. When I open this up, watch what happens to the two microphones. They wake up. So everything in the case woke up the minute I opened that case, and it's ready to use. Now to use this, you just pull the receiver out, plug this into your device. I have the USB-C version here, but the Apple version has an Apple connection there. Plug this into your phone or your tablet, pull out one of the microphones, and just start recording. Watch the light on the side. See how it's blinking there? It's looking for the connection to the receiver. Now the receiver draws its power from the device you're plugging it into, but it draws very little current. But the minute you plug this in, this goes live, and the minute you pull this out of the case, it's looking for a pairing companion. It'll pair up automatically, and you can start recording. Now you'll notice two pins down the bottom there and two pads on the microphone, and that's how it magnetically charges when you put it back in. So it's actually held in with a magnet, and the minute I put it back in, watch the LED. Boom, it's charging. So the case knows that this was out of the case for a period of time. It's checking the charge level of the transmitter, and it's firing electrons at it from the internal battery to fully charge that microphone. So if you're only using one microphone, use that for a period of time. If you're going to record again, maybe pull the other microphone out. But you can use both microphones at the same time. When you drop them back in the case, all the reserve power in the battery inside will recharge both of those devices. Then you can close it up and slip it right back in your pocket. So pretty cool device. All right, let me show you how the windscreens attach. So what you've got here is basically a frame that fits around the microphone. So you're going to pop the microphone in just like this. It surrounds the microphone. You'll hear it click into place, and that's it. And then you can either clamp it onto your shirt using the clamp, or you can use, like I like to use, is the magnet. One thing I like about the magnet too is they've got rubberized covering on the back of the magnet. It's got the Rode logo on one side there. You can see the Rode logo there. They really want you to know whose microphone this is, and I think that's a great thing. But this is a powerful magnet. That's not going to pop off your shirt. Look at that. Look at that distance, boy. It's going to hold on really nice there. But I do like that it's rubberized. It's also got rounded corners, so you're not going to tear your shirt or anything. And obviously, you can't put this back in with the muff on, so you've got to pull that off. But the nice thing is you can use the windscreens when you need them. When you don't, just throw them in your kit and you're good to go. But I can't get past just how small this entire kit is, because before this, I'd have to take a wireless microphone setup out in the field, make sure I had the cable. The receivers were big, the transmitters were big. I mean, everything about it was just a lot of work. With this one, it's 15 seconds. I plug this into my device, clip this on my shirt, and just start recording. It's a really wonderful setup. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use the Rode Wireless Micro Audio Kit with your own phone or tablet. And for this demonstration, over here I have an older iPhone that uses a Lightning connection, and in front of me, I have the Rode Wireless Micro. Now this kit is available in two versions, an Apple Lightning connection or a USB-C connection, so make sure you pick the right kit to match your equipment. But in my case, I chose the USB-C version because most of my equipment, my action cameras, my tablets, my phones, even my newer iPhones, all use a USB-C connection. So I want to use this with my newer gear, but the challenge is, how do I use a USB-C version with my older Apple products? Well, I use an adapter. This adapter converts USB-C audio into a Lightning connection that I can use with my older Apple products. And to use this kit with your phone or your tablet, the first thing you'll do is open the case, remove the receiver, and then plug this directly into your device, whether it's a phone, a tablet, an action camera. But if you're using an older Apple product and you don't have the Apple kit, you'll need an adapter like this. Just connect that to the USB-C connection and plug this into the Lightning port on your product. And once you do that, you can pick either microphone out of the case to use. I'll just pick this one. I'll clip it on my shirt with the magnet. And at the time it took me to get that out of the case and clip it to my shirt, the receiver has already been powered up by the phone and paired up with the microphone. You'll see two LEDs on the end there. One is flashing and one is on solid. That solid LED indicates that I've completed the pairing process between the microphone and the receiver. The blinking LED means it's looking for that second microphone. Now, if you're doing an interview, you'll have both microphones active, both lights will be on. But in my case, I'm only using one microphone, so I'm ready to go. And that whole process took me about 15 seconds, so incredibly easy to deploy this kit. All right, so let me open up an application that can do some recording, and I'll hit the record button. We're testing the microphone just to see the audio quality, and this is the type of audio you'll record in the field using this brand new kit from Rode. Now I'll play that back for you. We're testing the microphone just to see the audio quality, and this is the type of audio you'll record in the field using this brand new kit from Rode. Okay, so pretty impressive there. And again, it's a simple kit to use. When you're done, just unplug it from your phone. If you're using the adapter, put that away. Put the receiver back in the kit. Take the microphone off your shirt, put the magnet on the back, put it back in the kit, and the minute you do that, it starts to recharge. So the little bit of time I used it, probably used a couple of electrons worth of power, and it's actually recharging it the minute I close that kit. And it really is just that easy to use it, pretty much with any phone or any tablet, any computer, any action camera, or other devices that can record audio either through the Lightning connection or through a USB-C connection. I hope that closer look and demonstration were helpful. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. You can certainly use any wireless setup with your cell phone or your tablet. But the challenge is with most wireless kits on the market, you've got a receiver, which typically needs an adapter, which has to plug into your phone. Now you've got this big thing dangling off your phone, and if you brush it, you might break the connection. This plugs directly into your phone or your tablet. So you've got this tiny little receiver right there that pops in the bottom of your phone. It's almost like you can't even notice that it's connected, but I like the simplicity of it because I don't have to worry about turning anything on or adjusting levels or making sure the pairing has happened. You pop this into your phone, it's powered by your phone, it draws very little current. You pop the microphone on your shirt and you're out and recording. So the first advantage is it's simple. It's really easy to use. And if you're out there in the field trying to create content, a lot of times that's spontaneous and you need to be able to start recording immediately. This couldn't take you 15 seconds to plug it into your phone, connect up the microphone and start recording. So it's simple to use and it's incredibly quick to use. I like the fact that it's an incredibly small case. I mean, you couldn't make this much smaller. You'd be losing those microphones if they were any tinier. They're just the right size to either clip on your shirt or use the magnetics on the back. They give you a nice magnet here that you can put behind it and boom, it's on your shirt and you're out there and recording. The other thing I like is that it's kind of innocuous. You don't really see it as often as you would a bigger microphone. A lot of times the bigger microphones sit on your shirt and people are distracted by it. This is small enough where you almost don't even notice it on your shirt. Then the last thing I'll mention about the case is that I like the fact that they've built enough battery power into the case to recharge the microphones up to 3 times. Now, a lot of other wireless microphone setups on the market put really small batteries in the case, so if you put the mics back in there and you're out for a long day of recording, you're not gonna have enough power in the case to recharge them more than once or twice. So with this one, I've used it for a couple of weeks now, and I'll tell you, I don't charge it that often. Like I'll go out, I'll record for a day, I'll come home, I'll record the next day, I'll record the third day, maybe the fourth day I'm recharging it, but knowing I've got 7 hours of use on the microphones, and I've got 3 full recharges built into the case, means that I can use this thing out in the field without worrying about going down on battery power. I can also connect this in the field to a battery bank if I need to recharge it when I'm out there and mobile. I like the windscreens. These clip around the outside of it. I typically leave these on all the time when I'm out in the field. I don't worry so much about the wind normally, but if it's going to be a windy day, I've got them on. If it's not a windy day, it doesn't really cut down on the audio that much. The one thing I'm pretty amazed by is the acoustic quality of these microphones, because you'd think a smaller microphone like this would not have the quality of a bigger pickup, but Rode has built in an acoustic chamber inside the microphone that enhances and amplifies the audio quality. So you're not losing the bass, you're not losing the high end, you get a full range of audio quality in there. And that's super important because if you're out in the field and you're recording an important interview, you don't want it to be tinny, you don't want it to clip, you don't want to lose bass, you want to get that full range of audio, and this provides that. I also like the fact that it does audio leveling adjustments on its own. So it's got AI built in where it's listening to the audio that's being transmitted from your voice to the microphone, and it's making adjustments to lower the highs, bring up the bottom. So it's giving you a really good quality connection, if you will, and audio quality between the transmitter and the receiver. Then the last thing I'll mention is the fact that Rode built this with their latest technology for transmission. And that's super important because a lot of the wireless microphones on the market sort of talk about long distance connections, but they don't really produce that. They end up being a Bluetooth connection or a very weak Wi-Fi connection. So if you move a couple of feet away from the camera, maybe it's still working, but if you turn your back or turn to your side, you'll lose connection. And again, the last thing you want to find out is that you've been out in the field recording content, maybe you did an important interview, you get back to the shop, you download the content, and you've got choppy audio. There's no way to fix that. So having a solid connection that guarantees me 100 meters of connection means I know I'm not going to be 100 meters away from my phone or my tablet, but having that strong connection means I won't have to worry about any kind of choppy audio. And everything you need to get started is included with the kit. So I think it's a great move. Again, it's built for creators that are out there with their smartphones or their tablets or other devices that can record over USB-C or Lightning. And I think it's just a great kit. Rode has really hit it out of the park with this one. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video.